You've done well getting here alive.
Are you a sentry here?
Yes. My name is Thorgal. Just stay clear of the World Heart while you're here, then we'll get along fine. There won't be any shit, okay?
Anything happening around here that I should know about?
I don't know. We don't have the manpower to patrol outside the palisade. It's pretty dangerous out there. You'll need to keep an eye open. There are plenty of ambush sites.
What are you doing here?
Take a wild guess. The large plant should give you a clue. We've spent a lot of blood protecting this World Heart. Lives of the present to build a future for us all.
Your post seems undermanned.
Ragnar sent the men we could spare. I sent some of them with one of our cultivators to a farm near the domed city. We thought they would be able to drum up some supplies for us, but instead they've disappeared. It can't be good that they aren't back yet. It's bad enough that the group is missing, but Rock, our cultivator, is gone too. I really need Rock to help me look after the World Heart. He's the expert.
I can look for this missing cultivator.
You would? That would be helpful. But be careful. There has to be a reason why he hasn't returned yet, and you might just walk into it. The farm Rock went to is below the domed city. You should look for him there.
Ascor is dead.
Dead? What the hell happened to him?
He was murdered.
Damn. I knew it. He was just too ambitious.
Can you think of anyone who might have done it?
Me? No. Well, not specifically. He's ambitious. Or was ambitious. He always wanted to become a paladin. Last I heard, he was due to be tested by Ragnar along with some other candidates. Passing that test was all he ever wanted.
So, what do you think got him murdered?
I don't know. Ascor was a good man. Well, he was to me. But he could wind people up. Maybe he got the wrong person pissed with him. Maybe someone else was as ambitious as him.
You knew Ascor well?
Yeah, I asked if he could come out here on this assignment. But he stayed back in Goliath so he could take the warrior test.
When did you last see Ascor?
Just over 3 months ago. Not long before I came out here.
How long have you been away from Goliath?
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful highlands of Abessa. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few supplies.
And you have witnesses to your whereabouts?
Yeah. More if we can find that missing supply team. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlords order me back.
You must be good with a sword to have got posted out here.
Not good enough to hit someone in Edan from here, if that's what you mean.
It's obvious you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I hope you'll find who did.
I think Ragnar must just have wanted you eliminated from suspicion.
He said to question me?
Yes, Duras told me.
Duras? Well, he's a man who stands by his duty. I hope the two of you find the murderer.
I'm working on it.
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Ascor. That's my advice.
Hey you, what's new from the south?
You mean Idan?
No, I'm talking about the real south, the deserts of Tavar.
Why are you interested in Tavar?
I'm sick of the shit here. Berserkers, clerics, fuck them all. It's all laws, commandments, rules, it's bullshit, all of it. Fuck rules, fuck laws, fuck the berserkers. The outlaws in the desert are the only truth. Freedom, profit, no bullshit.
You want to be an outlaw?
Yeah, absolutely. They know how to live freely. I've done nothing but work, follow orders, dig shit, and for what? To have people try and kill me for things I don't even believe in. Fuck them. I want to see the world. Instead, I'm stuck here.
Then why don't you go to Tavar?
I don't have the stores I need to get there, or the shards. But I know I could earn what I need. If I could just get the supplies I need to make it there.
I will get you the supplies you need.
Thank you. I need dried meat, you know, ration packs. And I'll need water and some sort of a weapon if you think you can get them. The water and the meat, well, there should be a number of places you can find those. As for the weapon, well, there's a farm above here. There are some outlaws there that have taken the place over. They're bound to have a weapon that will let me fit in when I get to Tavar.
The Berserker Ascor has been murdered.
Ascor? How did that happen?
Were you close to Goliath 3 months ago?
No, I was out in the forest gathering supplies before I traveled out to the World Hard. I've not been close to Goliath for a year. Once I had the supplies, I came straight out to Wabessa. Wait, you don't think I was involved, do you?
Did you know Ascor?
Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. He'd have done anything for promotion. It's his sort that make me want to say this. Fuck the Berserkers.
You don't seem happy as a cultivator. Did you ever think of seeking promotion?
Man, I would have to be able to read first. You can't exactly climb the career ladder if you can't read. Ascor could. That guy wanted to do everything to get promoted. He hated anyone else who could read, especially if they weren't born in Goliath.
What weapon do you use?
A sword. I hate it. That's another reason I want to join the Outlaws. I've got myself a gun, but I want some real weapons.
Do you have proof of where you were 3 months ago?
I don't know. I don't keep a diary. Depends on the day and the orders. Sometimes I was digging shit alone, sometimes finding supplies alone, sometimes marching around and building stuff where they told me to. Those days I was with people. I just did whatever they said. I didn't want to be exiled to the valley.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Shit, what? You thought I did that? No way, I wouldn't have risked that, even though he was an asshole.
As you say. Thorgal wants you to return to the World Heart.
I bet he does, but he can go fuck himself. I'm not going back. He can go and round up a few ass-kissing, law-abiding fellows from Goliath to do his dirty work. I don't want anything to do with it, Dan. I'm going to Tavar.
What happened to the escort that was taking you to the World Heart?
Let me give you a clue. A lot of claws, a lot of teeth, a lot of blood. I was only just able to get away from them. Those warriors are now rotting somewhere out there, or deep in the bellies of the beasts that attacked us. Their sacrifice saved my life, but it just goes to show, Goliath orders people to do stupid things and people die because of it. I want my freedom.
About the supplies you need. About the World Heart.
Yeah?
Is someone there?
Your door needs supplies.
Eardor? The cultivator? Yes, I suppose he's not had any supplies for a while. But he will have to wait. He can forage in the forest. The people here can't.
I promised I'd get him supplies.
I'm not responsible for your promises. I have a whole town to feed.
If you don't help him, he will die.
Then he's not much of a cultivator, is he? Everybody's up against it. Everybody needs supplies. Everything I've got here has already been assigned. Except for a load of bread I had to throw out because no one picked it up from the baker until it was too late. I mean, what use is moldy bread? For the want of a few men, we waste resources that we're already short of.
Is moldy bread all there is?
For now, I'll get someone out there with better supplies when I can. But honestly, I can set up 4 other supply runs to other people in the time I can get someone to him. Until all this is sorted out, I've got to put my supplies where they'll do the most good.
Teach me something.
Of course.
About Ascor's murder. I don't think Baron did it. Asgore was his friend, and Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Asgore better than most, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the energy or the motive. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. It looks like he didn't. Let's take him off the list for now.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Asgore such a bloody mess. So, he's out as a suspect.
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Asgore, but I don't think he killed him. Besides, if he had killed Asgore, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the world hard and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Asgore in the way you described.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable of this. That's one less suspect for us.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Asgore, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill Asgore.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Asgore are both eligible to be paladins?
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Asgore, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. It must have been someone outside Edan. All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no one there to say he was at his post. And of all the suspects, he knew Asgore the best.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis. Baron knew Asgore better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. You've questioned everyone, and Baron's the only one without a decent alibi. Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
You're serious? You really think Baron did it?
What other leads do we have? Look, let's just check this out and then we'll know for sure.
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out. At least so we can tell Ragnar that we did.
Why would Baron talk about that place if he had something to hide?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not that smart. Maybe he just let something slip.
All right. I'll search the area near the lift that Baron talked about. What is it I'm looking for?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around. Bring me anything you find. Just don't interfere with it.
What do you mean, interfere?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find, we should take it to Ragnar.
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning you. Do what I say.
Right.
Just trust me. Your life might depend on it.
I could use your help.
Then you have it.
You think you can keep up with me? I mean, I use a jetpack sometimes.
I know. I have one that I haven't taken to the pit yet.
Can you use it, though? You are a berserker.
Yeah, sometimes rules can be bent. I'll deal with any trouble.
Then let's go. There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Goliath. You can meet me there.
You lead, I'll follow. The berserkers have held the Alps back with bravery and magic. This fight will call upon those qualities.
Follow me.
Yeah. Remarkable country.
I found something hidden in Baron's hiding place.
What'd you find?
Here, do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly? Huh, I'd say we have some evidence.
I solved your case for you, Duras.
You got to the truth. For that, I thank you. I'll take things from here.
Is that everything you have to say?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well. What do you think?
I don't think any of the people on the list did it. There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor we've not investigated. You.
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry a sword. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's simple. You murdered Ascor.
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spend your time outside, Goliad. And you spend all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known, and he was one of Ragnar's favorites.
So you did kill him?
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
I can see why you did it. I'll keep your secret.
Thank you. You don't know what a weight this has been. I owe the Berserkers. Now I owe them more. I didn't want him dead, but he flipped on me. I don't think it helped that it was me. He couldn't stand the idea that he'd be facing exile while I continued on as a warrior.
What is in the casket?
Property that belongs to the Berserkers. You now know who the murderer is. That's what you needed to discover.
Ragnar wants answers. This won't be over until he's happy he has them. Time for you to step aside and let me finish this.
What do you mean?
I solve the murder. I will get the reward.
Wait a moment.
I could tell Ragnar that murderer wasn't a berserker.
You could also tell him it was me.
You'll have to take that risk.
You don't believe I can let you go to Ragnar after that?
Then draw your weapon or trust me.
Then do it. But quickly. The sooner we have it behind us, the better.
You ordered the warrior Duras to investigate Ascor's murder?
Yes. Ascor was a trusted and well-liked member of our people. So it was only right that his murder should be investigated by Duras. Justice will be done. Ascor's murderer must face the punishment they deserve.
I have some information about Ascor's murder.
Anything you know would be helpful. What have you learned?
Isn't anyone from Goliath.
How do you know this?
None of the suspects had a clear motive or opportunity. It makes sense that it was an outsider. There is a war on, after all.
So why was Ascor killed?
For the seedling. My guess, it was a simple robbery. Ascor refused to hand over the seedling and was killed for it.
So Ascor died honorably, defending the seedling? I had started to hear grumblings about Ascor. But defending a seedling to the death, that is the man I knew. You stand for the law, and you see good men die for it. So we have an answer. There would never be a good result to this tragedy. But knowing that this foul murder was not committed by one of our brothers is as much as I could hope for. I will consider this matter closed. My thanks to you and to Duras for bringing me this closure. You did well to bring this information to me. Here, take this reward as thanks for ending this matter. I am surprised you solved this before Duras.
About my support. How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have paid for taking his word before now. You will need more than his word to gain promotion. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
brave choice.
Is that everything you have to say?
From a lost sheep to a wolf.
When fate brings us together, we will see. I could use your help.
You lead, I'll follow. Opportunities are there to be seized.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
Two experienced warriors like us? I feel like there is nothing we cannot do. A true warrior carries his weapons with pride.
Hello. If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely find you something to eat.
Do you welcome everyone with that speech?
Not everyone here is as welcoming as they could be. We're all in need of help. All the free people. So, wherever you came from, your help is welcome. What's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world if we continue fighting? We need to build one world, together. I hope you can see that.
What is this building?
A rare relic of the old world, hey? If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies and have a look at the view. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been here before the comet struck. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back before the Great Fall.
Why do you build these huts then?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it doesn't exactly connect us with nature. We all need to be rooted in the natural world. We all need to remember our place in it. You, me, all the people here. We are all part of Magellan.
How long have you been with the Berserkers?
I was born here, and I can't imagine a better place.
What's so good about it?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people on Magellan, the planet chose us to give magic to. And Eisenfaust wasn't exactly known for his poetic side. With respect for all his great feats, he was a bit of a miserable bastard, to be honest. We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to life here.
Good. Good. I would wish that for you. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us.
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords to be promoted. Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing I need help with. Though, I warn you, it could be dangerous.
Tell me the task. I can handle it.
Confident without the details. You'll get on well with the warriors here. Our scouts reported that a few clerics were recently attacked by mutants. Let's just say that despite all their technology, the clerics came off worse. But the weapons they left behind, lying about out there, are a problem. They could cause a great deal of damage in the wrong hands. I want you to collect them and take them to Yora. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is made safe.
I have secured the weapons from the ruins.
That is good news. Please take them to Yora and arrange for their disposal.
Tell me about Ragnar.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows. Warlord, warrior, leader, and my husband.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination to rise to the top? No, I'm afraid it's a tale of skill, ability, and dedication. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. He served his time in the fields as a cultivator. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants and was named warrior on the spot. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust, and I think that left its mark. He wanted to be that man, and he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call for another Eisenfaust, and in Ragnar, I believe they have him. You should learn all laws if you want to stay here.
That tech's gonna get you in trouble. Put it away or dispose of it.
I have some cleric weapons for you.
Now that is a find. Now to get the ELEX out of these things. First have to remove the cover from the holder and...
Are you going to give me all the details?
No, your work is done. And thank you.
So if you need ELEX, why do you want to get rid of it?
Amrek's paradox. We are told ELEX is the center of all ills in the world, and yet it is also the cure. So we collect it, transmute it, and hope we can win the race against those who would use it for destruction. You could help us with that.
You want me to collect ELEX?
You must have seen that monster made of metal that sits on the horizon? That Alb converter?
What about it?
The Albs built it to refine ELEX here in Edan, but our warriors forced them to abandon it. That machine is a thing abhorrent to nature. But we can make use of it. Well, of the ELEX in it. Amrek's paradox. Let's take that horror and make it magic. It won't be an easy task, but I need to get some parts from the converter that have a high ELEX concentration in them. Can you do that?
And if I get caught bringing ELEX into Goliath?
You have my absolute word that this is official business. I told you, we need this. Amrek and the Pilgrim agree. Magic is nature's cure. Technology, its curse. The World Hearts will purify Magalan without the need for machines. It's up to us to tidy up the mess that those machines have already made.
I will get you the converter parts you want.
Good. Great. Thank you. Be careful, though. Last guy we sent disappeared. He promised he'd be back quickly. Never seen again.
You should put that away. Technology will get you into trouble here.